I'm kind of tired of giving my time and energy away to things that don't bring me joy or don't bring me fulfillment or aren't things that I really want to do. Any kind of creative endeavor brings me a lot of satisfaction. I really enjoy it. I love just the process and sort of diving into creative projects and being I find that I'm really in the moment when I'm fully creating and I don't really have an agenda. I mean, with knitting, I'll be knitting a project that I have an agenda for sure, but and that's a bit of a different creative outlet for me. I mean, there's kind of no excuse nowadays for those of us that might just want to say, I can't do it or I don't know how to do it. It's like, you just don't want to do it, basically. Like, it's just not, and that's fine too. Hi, I'm Caroline Leishman, and this is Fireside Rebels. This is meant to be a community for women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond looking to reinvent themselves. So, are you finding yourself thinking about what's next? I know for me, I'm in my 50s and I've been thinking a lot about what do I want the next few years or decades look like? And I'm kind of tired of giving my time and energy away to things that don't bring me joy or don't bring me fulfillment or aren't things that I really want to do. I feel like I spent a lot of years doing things that I should do or that other people have told me I should do, or feeling like, I mean, community service is great and I've done a lot of that, but at times it can become quite draining and you know a lot of that work can be unappreciated. I mean, but it does also, it did, a lot of community service has gotten me fired up over the years as well. um, but I feel like as we get into our 50s, I'm starting to feel like, for me anyway, I don't know if you feel this way, but for me, I really want to focus more on my own well-being, my own mental health, my own um, protecting my time to do and my energy to do things that I really want to do. And it just brings me more joy and satisfaction. And I feel better wanting to get up in the morning, wanting to drag my sorry, tired, stiff ass out of bed when I have something to look forward to. That's something that I enjoy, because I feel like I spent a lot of years just like going through the grind and like, how much longer do I have to do this or that? And I mean, obviously, like, there would be moments of connection, moments of joy, moments of fulfillment for sure. But yeah, it's sort of like more and more I've realized in the last few years that I particularly am very a creative, artistic person by nature. Those are the types of things that bring me joy and make me feel good, like I'm doing something that I enjoy. So I really like, I found that the COVID pandemic was kind of this break of like, I don't know, this odd false feeling of, I have all this time now, I have to stay home. And I mean, I got kind of excited and I got back into my knitting again, which I've knit my whole life since I was 8 years old. And so getting back into knitting on a big scale and doing art, painting, getting back into my writing, um, things that I did, things that I really found brought me joy as a child too. It's funny, like, to sort of start to go back to that in my 50s and be like, what did I enjoy in my soul when I was younger? And for me, it's creative. If I'm being creative and just using my imagination and my hands, working with my hands, fiber arts or sewing, or I did quilting for a while. I mean, any kind of creative endeavor brings me a lot of satisfaction. I really enjoy it. I love just the process and sort of diving into creative projects and being I find that I'm really in the moment when I'm fully creating and I don't really have an agenda. I mean, with knitting, I'll be knitting a project that I have an agenda for sure, and that's a bit of a different creative outlet for me. But yeah, I wanted to create a community for women like myself who are maybe thinking about, that it's not too late to try new things. I have been talking to a lot of friends lately, and it's curious to me when people say that they can't, like if I wear one of my new knitting sweaters, like I just knit this sweater a few weeks ago, and it's the winter's pullover. I can put a link to it. I love it. It's so cozy. But I'll be wearing a new sweater, and one of my friends, or several of my friends, I find will say, "God, you're so talented! Like, how I could never do that." And it's like, it's not that hard, honestly. Like, and nowadays with YouTube videos that you can learn pretty much like everything on YouTube, right? Like, for sure, you can learn how to knit by amazing knitters with great videos, great instructional, videos that show exactly every step. You can pause it, stop it. It's much more accessible to learn just about everything. I mean, you can learn how to plumb your sink. You can learn how to change your oil in your car. You can learn there's kind of no excuse nowadays for those of us that might just want to say, I can't do it, or I don't know how to do it. It's like, you just don't want to do it, basically. Like, it's just not, and that's fine too. If it's not in your purview and you're like, I have no interest in changing the oil in my car. Like, I don't really, because I don't really have a spot to do it. It's like, I'd rather just take it to the garage and get Buddy to change the oil in my car. But you can learn pretty much just about anything nowadays with technology at our fingertips. So it's kind of no excuse. So I just want to create a space like sharing and learning from each other. So I hope you'll stick around with me and come back to some of the other episodes. And please post in the comments if you have anything that you're thinking about these days as you enter this next chapter of your life, things that you're curious about, things that you may want to do, career pivots, new hobbies, adventures, traveling, solo traveling, which I love. Learning how to ride a motorcycle, which I've done. Different, I feel like the sky's the limit. And this is the youngest we're ever going to be, is today. It's the youngest we're going to be for the rest of our lives. So it's not too late. Let's just start, because we could have 10, 20, 30 years of doing this next 40 years, next activity, and keeping our minds alert and fresh and dynamic, and keeping our bodies healthy and stretchy and strong, and just being the best that we could be. That's kind of hokey. But anyway, I hope you'll stick around and come back and join me again. And I'm really happy to see you here. So like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. And post in the comments if you have anything to say, because I really want to build a squad of women all in the same boat, rowing in the same direction, and so that we can support each other on our next chapter. So let's ignite our second act. See you soon.